All right. Morning, everybody. This is day 17. I know Rich said yesterday was day 17, but I think I've been shooting a video every day. And he hadn't. I got a better count. Maybe I'm screwed up. Maybe it is day 18. Who cares? All right. So, anyways, day 17. Got some. Maybe I just. This is nuts. Okay. All right. When you realize that probably somebody is watching your video that you would never believe in you would never believe in your life this person would be watching your video, but some of his last videos, it's almost like answering like what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is I'm pretty sure that either somebody that works for the big guy or the big guy is checking out my videos, which is cool with me, man. It's great. I mean, I know he's not going to subscribe, but and I'll give you some examples. Like, I don't know, a couple months ago, whenever 5150 came out, I put on there, it was just basically, to me, it was loaded with caffeine, didn't have a whole lot of effect on me. Right now I'm using it as like a coffee. I mean, it doesn't have, because I'm addicted to caffeine, and I know that. So, it just doesn't have the effect on it. And I said, doesn't have really that effect. And I get 2,000 views, I guess. And he puts out a video, and he's pretty much like, yeah, if you have a caffeine addiction, you have to come off of it like anything to feel the benefits and whatever. And it's, and I was like, well, maybe somebody else said something or whatever. But I shoot a video like 2 days ago, and you guys got to understand, I have one video, day 11, where I talk about the weight loss I've had, and I've had like 25,000 views. A lot of times my videos are like one or two under his. It would be insane for me not to think that he's at least seen like the where it's like, hey, this guy's got a video, whether he's checked it or not. But it's just, it's neat knowing that, like 2 or 3 days ago, I was like, hey man, I like the Russian guy that you had. He asked a lot of questions, because some of these, and a lot of these exercises I've never done before, and they're not obvious how to do them, and yesterday he puts out a video with the Russian guy, and he's, in the morning in his kitchen, he's like, it's become, and he's like, and I don't watch YouTube, which is funny, but read my YouTube or none of that. I got this off of Instagram, and it's cool, man, whatever. But he's like, yeah, some of these exercises I think I need to explain, because I've noticed that some people say that it's hard to, how do you do some of this shit? So he gets the Russian guy on there, and it's a long video, and I appreciate it, and it was a good video. The Russian guy is he doesn't ask stupid questions. He asks questions that are, I think anybody would ask, that is in a learning process, and I'm in a learning process too. So whether he is or he isn't, I don't know for a fact. But Rich, if you're watching my videos, dude, at all, thank you. It is like an honor. Okay, so I just wish you put creatine and beta-alanine in your stuff, and I would moonwalk across this parking lot. So anyway, yesterday, shot a gang of videos. Everybody was saying, well, you don't ever do videos of you working out, and, how do I know you're doing anything? So I shot some videos, and leg press 643, I think was my last, like, 5th set. Probably could have done 733, done a 6th set, but I decided to pyramid down, since I can't do deadlifts and stuff, and it doesn't matter what you do. I had one guy who was like, yeah, I'd like to see you squat half of that. Well, I got a bad back, so, yes, I've squatted half of that before in my lifetime. 5 years ago, my back went out, so you won't see me doing squat videos or deadlifts or any of that shit. So, but anyway, so did some of that, did some incline press videos, and had some good comments on that. People were saying that they thought the angle maybe of the bench was too high, and it was more of like a midway between a shoulder press and an incline press. So next time I'll drop the video down. Next time I'll drop the incline down on that. You know, I had one guy was like, man, I tell you what, you get down to 215, you're going to be pretty freaking sharp, you know. And he said, no homo, whatever. You know, I appreciate the comment. I'm at 296 now, and 215 would be a total loss of 150 pounds. That would be a miracle. I don't know that I can get down to 215, but my goal of 270 I think is very attainable, and maybe I will get below that, like 250 or something at some point. We'll see. I put out yesterday basically what I eat, and you know, I know that, you know, some of you guys that have been doing this for a long time, girls that have been doing this for a long time, your whole life or whatever, are saying or thinking, and nobody said anything, but are thinking, yeah, but you're not counting your macros. And once what I'm doing stops working for me, and it will eventually, because, you know, you can't just guess on this stuff forever. But once it stops working with me, I might, I'll have to start counting my macros, obviously, but I might get with, you know, Jerry Ward or somebody like, you know, guy from BioS3 training, get on a meal plan with him, tell him what's going on, you know, what all my limitations are, and give him an idea where I'm at, and get a meal plan going. So so that's what's kind of in the works. That's what I got going on. If I don't get Jerry Ward, I think I saw a video, he's like $375 or something to get him to do your stuff for 12 weeks. And I don't know how old that video was. He's like $500 or something like that. I mean, I might, you know, just get somebody that's kind of local and do what they say. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with me. So it's kind of neat thinking, you know, perhaps maybe somebody that you look up to is like, let me just, you know, see what the hell is going on this channel. So, and he's probably not, but man, he might be. I don't know. You don't know either. But anyway, all right. Well, listen, everybody, you all have a great day. Oh shit, one more thing. Yesterday was a big ass day for me, and I did my legs, and then I came back last night, you know, and you see some pictures and whatever videos of me doing the chest exercises. But I actually did cardio like 4 hours after I did legs. So yesterday it was a beating. So, but I am on track with where we're supposed to be at now. So, anyways, don't be afraid if you miss one to double up, you know, space it out, make sure you eat an extra meal. I was starving all day yesterday. I don't know how much food I ate. It was a lot, and I was still hungry, you know. And chicken, I had like 2 chicken breasts, half a chicken, a steak, 8 eggs, 2 avocados, 2 sweet potatoes, and a huge potato, split up in half, you know, 2 different meals and whatever. I ate like a horse. So, but I was starving. I went to bed hungry. So, you know, when you work out twice, your body's going to crave a bunch of stuff. But it's okay to go to bed a little bit hungry, especially when you're trying to drop, trying to cut, trying to whatever, I think. But anyways, all right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully this snow, we got some snow out there, doesn't keep me from being able to get in the gym tonight and doing whatever we need to do. So, all right. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.